Hi, this is Diana Kottle from dianakottle.com. So I'm staying in Maui for 2 weeks, and I'm meeting some of the most wonderful people from all over the world, and I was having this really interesting discussion. And what we talked about was how people come on vacation to get away from their problems, that vacation is this fun escape, and then people have to go back. I even met someone who said, oh, people are crying at the airport. The sullenness when people leave Hawaii, that's a depressing flight. And I kind of grinned because I thought, well, for me, it's just traveling to my next amazing destination. But I really get how for a lot of people, their life is very different, and they work and they maybe don't like their work, or they have struggles, and then they have a little pocket of vacation where they access the heart space, where they actually are able to go inside and find that relax, which I teach you about the relax anchor, and really accessing that space inside of you where you can get that all the time. And so the idea came up, my friend and I were discussing this, that what would it be like to live your life like you are always on vacation? And that's something that I have innately done my entire life. I don't know where it came from. I'm still kind of examining that. But I've had people tell me that they would forget that I worked 2 jobs and went to school full time, because the way in which I went through life was very leisurely, in that I took time to relax, and I studied outside in the sun, and I laid on a raft in the swimming pool and read my big thick books, and I was just a goofball like that, and I really loved my life because of it. Now, I've had some definite struggles and some definite hard times, and even through that, though, I really believe I took my vacation mentality and I guess I'd call it a drive and a fight towards, I'm not going to allow other people to tell me that I can't do that, or that I'm too sick, or whatever it was. That was the piece where I definitely have let go of the whole fight and the struggle. But I've gotten really clear that when we do come back inside and learn how to live in here, not outside, but inside of ourselves, as if we're always on vacation. And when I say that, what I mean is how you would be on vacation, which is you kind of let things go and you focus on all the good things and you explore and you have adventures. And when you can approach all of life like that, your life shows up very differently and things actually really do change. And it's very interesting the kind of people I've found that I tend to meet on my journeys and on my path. And it's just phenomenal. So I'm very, very blessed and fortunate. And the coolest part is that this is something that everyone can attain. That I'm not a magical person where you can't have this too. I'm pretty magical, but so are you. And the idea is we all hold inside of us this magic, this ability to go into these trance states, basically, where we're either trancing out in something that's happened in the past that bums us out and we're back there as if we're 5 years old, which unless you're 5, you're not. Or where, oh wow, you can just melt into the serenity of a moment. That's a trance too, and that's a really good trance. So the idea is to start to focus more on those good trances. Now, it's not saying to be Pollyanna. It's not saying to ignore the bad trances. It's not saying to run away. The idea is to use the skills and the tools, the energy techniques, the tapping, all the things that I teach you, all the things I'm going to be teaching you, to really deepen this process for you. And again, this is not talk therapy, because yes, people do like to be seen and heard, and it is important to be validated. And that's part of our need for survival, because if people don't hear and see you, how are you going to survive? That is actually a primitive need that goes way back into our programming. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to be seen and heard. However, where you get into trouble, what people will find is if you can't do that for yourself and you're constantly looking to others to do that, then you're going to feel powerless. So the idea here is all about taking back your personal power, remembering that you are safe unless you're not. So for example, if you're standing on a cliff, don't jump. You will die. You will get hurt if it's a big cliff. So that there are still these common sense rules of things that you wouldn't tap out, that it's kind of healthy to have a fear of very extreme heights, because that does keep you safe. So the idea here is to remember, number one, it's all about safety and you're successfully doing something to keep yourself safe. And number two, how can you let go of the things that are keeping you from feeling safe, let go of all the things that get in your way from living your life like you are on a vacation, and replace them with actual things that you feel good and safe inside of yourself, where you feel so happy and so at peace that you literally propel forward into what becomes one step after another into a life that is almost beyond your wildest dreams. And I'm telling you, it can happen. So go to dianakottle.com. Please sign up for my new video series that's just about to come out. Make sure you get your copy of that. It's only available on my website, so make sure that you sign up. And remember to write down all the things that are keeping you from living your life like you are on a permanent vacation, like you are in a permanent state of being in your happy space, because I promise you, when you start to live from that place, all of a sudden the things that were so awful, they don't look so bad anymore. And then again, use the skills you're learning to tap away all those things that have troubled you and that keep haunting you and keep you from living this life that you really want. All right, everybody, Diana Kottle, dianakottle.com.